Hello everybody, welcome back. YouTube.com/Geek Aloud for another Let's Install. Today, it's Gotham Knights. Now, I picked this one off Amazon, and they were just a little bit late getting it to me yesterday. So unfortunately, we are one day past launch, but we're going to proceed as though it's just an ordinary day here at Geek Aloud. Installing, as I said, Gotham Knights physical PS5 edition. There it is. Going into the PlayStation 5 console. And in a moment, you'll see Call of Duty jump onto the right once the disc icon clears. Gotham Knights will be in there. The install will start. But that reminds me, yesterday on the channel, we did the install for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 on both PS4 and PS5. So, if you're interested in that one, we certainly have you covered here on Geek Aloud. Now, let's have a look, shall we? Gotham Knights calculating. I would assume at this point, this is the install straight off the disc. I would suggest we're getting 41.072 gigabytes installing directly off that physical disc. I think if we come out, it'll say copying. Yeah, that confirms it's coming straight off the disc. But the fact that we haven't had a notification come up also to say that there's a day one patch means, well, it's day two, isn't it? There's no day two patch available even. I was, like many of you out there, fingers crossed, hoping for a day one patch that addressed the non-60 frames per second issues that have been reported widely online about Gotham Knights. Unfortunately, whatever version is baked onto the disc, presumably version 1.0 at this stage, of course we'll check at the end of the install, but it looks like no day one or day two patch available, unfortunately, so we'll keep our eyes on the notification bar. Obviously, the PlayStation 5, once it's installed, will automatically apply that update, hopefully overnight, so whenever it drops in the next week, presumably at some point, we will have that notification come out. We'll update on our consoles, and you can follow us on Twitter at Geek Aloud, and of course, we'll let you know as soon as the patch has dropped, and we can get you the particulars then. As I said, it's installing 41.072 gigabytes directly off that physical disc, so you could do this in an entirely offline environment if you were so inclined. If for whatever reason you didn't have internet with your PlayStation 5, you could definitely pick this one up and play it directly off the disc, which would be a bonus. The other thing I can report in the, I'll cover it because I haven't redeemed it yet, but the other thing is there's DLC included in the day one physical edition release at no extra cost, and that is for the Bat Cycle skin. So just the skin in-game. I think it's pretty safe to assume that won't change gameplay in any significant patch, just a cosmetic item, I would assume, there for Gotham Knights. But we will be able to tell you exactly if there's been a patch and how that skin ran on the Gaming Enforcement Agency. That's right, it's our weekly video gaming podcast right here on Geek Aloud. It's myself, Bully Unky Dunky, on our couch and virtual couches across Melbourne, and we come together to discuss the games we've been playing during the week. We take a deep dive into those games, and Unky Dunky's had a few weeks off and he's been doing some gaming, so he should have a lot of games to get into that first segment. Then, of course, we wrap up all the news of the industry, what's been happening in the gaming landscape. We round it all up and deliver that to you as segment two. Of course, then we tell you all the new games coming out for the week. Next week, obviously. You can check out this week's. It was just 2 nights ago. That's right, Thursday nights, 8 p.m. on Geek Aloud every week. Live Let's Stream, and it would be great to see you in that live Let's Stream, because then there's everyone's favourite segment. Segment 3 is the standoff. It's the best of gaming against the other best of gaming. Check it out. Everyone loves it. You will too. If you're watching this kind of video, you are absolutely going to love the standoff. Let us know all about it, because then segment 4, we come straight to you. That's right. It's audience integration. Segment 4. Any thoughts or comments you've got throughout the show, put them into that live stream, into that YouTube chat, and we round it up and get straight back to you. It's interactive television at its finest, and I encourage you to come along Thursday night, 8 p.m. right here on Geek Aloud and check it out. It'd be fantastic to answer your questions live in that YouTube live stream on Thursday nights, 8 p.m. right here on Geek Aloud. But for now, let's install Gotham Knights Physical Edition Day 2. That's right, 2 days past launch, and apparently, unfortunately, no patch at this stage, but we'll keep you updated on that front. For now, let's install Gotham Knights. All right, there it is. Installed Gotham Knights. Native PlayStation 5 version, physical edition, installed. And as we noted at the top of the video, there wasn't any patch installed. So it's whatever version is cooked onto the disc, presumably version 1.0 at this stage. But at the end of this video, we will indeed bounce out, pull up the particulars, and get that very data and see the full and complete install size. The other thing I've been thinking about, it's possible that once we boot up that main menu, at that point, maybe, low chance I should say, maybe it'll talk to their servers at that point and decide there's a hotfix or something it can pull in, and maybe it'll patch itself within the game and not use the PlayStation 5's standard updating procedure, which would of course give us that notification and a new version number. But unlikely but possible they've used more the multiplayer hotfix, Call of Duty style. When you turn on Call of Duty and then it, applying hotfix, and then it does it. It could be that. We'll have to wait and see though. Oh, what if I refuse to read it before playing? What if just out the corner of my eye, I wait for this bar to fill up and then I hit X without ever looking at anything other than the heading? Controversial, I know. Who thinks you need to read all the T's and C's, all the agreements? No, thanks. I don't care about this either. Man, at this point, they're going neck and neck with Arcane Studios for Death Nag Loop. Come on, fellas, let's see a main menu. What are we doing here? Just bring up, hold X to confirm. What's wrong with tapping? Yep, that's all fine. Oh, hold on the first one, tap on the second one. What? Accessibility options for triangle. Here we go. This is what we're after. All right. General difficulty controls. On foot, there's obviously vehicle controls in this game. Camera, normal, English, language, English. Online privacy? Photo mode. No thanks. View EULA. No, I'm not good at that. Do not sell my personal information. What happens if we view that? Oh, God, no, we don't need to go in there. All right, what else we got? Yeah, that should all be fine. Okay, graphics, brightness, contrast, saturation, HDR. Unfortunately, no performance mode. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? I'm also not seeing a field of view. It's always nice if you can rack up that field of view. It could be tucked away in here sometimes. Subtitles only, full caption off, thanks. I don't need any text flashing on screen to distract me. Text to speech, no thanks. Camera sensitivity, widgets, movement smoothing, no thanks. Trigger effects, high, aiming friction, full. Blah, blah, blah. All right, well, that is all the options there. I won't decode the file. It looks like we're jumping straight into the gameplay there. And as it's a Let's Install, we don't need to go into it. But we can, of course, pull up the particulars and wrap up this here Let's Install video. Oh, look at this. Apparently on the disk, burnt in version 1.004.000. Sorry, that one's right there. And then that is a complete install size of 41.46 gigabytes. Another complete and successful install right here, youtube.com/Geek Aloud. Our full thoughts and opinions on the game will be on the Gaming Enforcement Agency this Thursday, 8 p.m. live stream right here on YouTube. It'd be fantastic to see you in that Geek Aloud live chat. What else can you do with the channel? Like it, subscribe it, you'll never miss it. Oh, that was luck. Hey, that's something. I love everything about it. Ooh. Fire splash. Old Uncle Donkey. Donkey.